UFC 284 Makhachev vs Volkanovski. What time and on which channel to watch the MMA fight live? Islam Makhachev puts his title on the line against Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 284. This MMA fight takes place this weekend with the objective of winning the belt in the lightweight category. UFC 284 Islam Makhachev vs Alexander Volkanovski. What time and on which channel to see the MMA fight live? MMA, Charles Oliveira predicts the main event of UFC 284, Islam Makhachev vs Alexander Volkanovski. Charles Oliveira is the former UFC lightweight champion. Defeated by Islam Makhachev at UFC 280, the Brazilian made the choice to take time for himself. A few months after his setback, Do Bronx should make his return to the cage against the terrible Beneil Dariush. The clash between the two men could take place in May 2023 at UFC 288. The winner of this duel would certainly be offered a chance for the title. A coveted title, brought into play by Islam Makhachev against Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 284. In an interview, Charles Oliveira gave his prediction on the upcoming meeting between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. Thus, the Brazilian declared for Sports Illustrated, "Everything is a question of style in this match. Islam will try to put him down. Volkanovski will try to keep the fight on its feet. It's a fight of style, and whoever is predominant will win. Our sport is thankless. You cannot play. Sport will make Makhachev pay if he underestimates Volkanovski. Afterwards, I don't think Makhachev will underestimate him. I think he will be more than ready, especially for his first title defense." The weekend's UFC 284 is shaping up to be exciting. On the night of Saturday, February 11th to Sunday, February 12th, Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski face off in the main event of the event. The stakes are high, since the winner will take the belt in the lightweight category and, above all, will become world number one in all categories. Islam Makhachev is the defending champion in the under 70 kilograms category, after his lightning victory over Charles Oliveira. The Russian outclassed his opponent at UFC 280. Immediately after the fight, Alexander Volkanovski entered the octagon and asked to face the new champion. A request accepted by Islam Makhachev, in a match to become the king of this UFC 284. On the night of Saturday to Sunday, Islam Makhachev attacks number 1 pound for pound in the person of Alexander Volkanovski. The Australian is a champion in the lower category and has every intention of becoming the 5th fighter in history to combine 2 titles in the UFC. Featherweight champion, Australian Alexander Volkanovski will play at home. UFC 284 Islam Makhachev vs Alexander Volkanovski. What time and on which channel to see the MMA fight live? The 2 best pound-for-pound UFC fighters will face off in Perth, Australia, on the night of Saturday to Sunday. For this UFC 284, the American League has scheduled a fight between Islam Makhachev, lightweight champion, and Alexander Volkanovski, featherweight champion. The Russian, world number 1 in all categories, will therefore do battle with the Australian, who follows him in the standings, a first. Video presentation.